We're announcing the plans to construct a new gas-fired combined cycle plant here at the Ninemile site. This plant means a number of things. First and foremost, it means that we're going to be able to provide clean, reliable, affordable energy for our customers. And the location of this plant is critical to our ability to achieve those objectives. This will be a 550 megawatt combined cycle facility, cost about $720 million. We expect to start construction in 2012 and have it completed in 2015. We're here to announce a very significant project at the Ninemile facility, and that's one that's going to bring tremendous benefits both to our utility customers and to the surrounding community. And I especially want to thank the various public leaders that have joined us here today. We certainly appreciate your support, and it's really a privilege to serve your communities. Everybody here today is part of a very important part of the social, the economic, and the communities that surround this plant in the state of Louisiana, and we're very proud to work with you. Entergy's part of the equation is really this. Our mission is to provide clean, safe, reliable, affordable energy to our customers. And that's just not for today, but that is also in the future. We know that's important because that also helps develop a region and a state that attracts business and industry. And most of all, provides a better quality of life for all of the people who live in Louisiana. As part of that commitment, we're engaged in a long-term resource planning strategy and portfolio transformation strategy that is focused on delivering reliable, economic, and safe energy to our customers. And as we pointed out, today we're announcing a major milestone in that strategy, and that's the construction of a new combined cycle facility here at the Ninemile location. This plant will be a 550 megawatt gas-fired unit with state-of-the-art technology, which will be one of the most efficient and cleanest of its type in the fleet. Since the end of 2002, Entergy has added about 4,000 megawatts of new combined cycle technology to the overall Entergy system, and about 2,400 megawatts of that capacity has been dedicated to Louisiana. In southeast Louisiana, as you know, our energy needs are growing. And this plant is located in a key corridor that serves the New Orleans area and will provide key reliability benefits to all of our customers. By 2015, this region is expected to have a peak demand of about 6,000 megawatts. So as we sought various solutions to meet our customers' needs, we went through a competitive solicitation process that evaluated a number of different resources. The result of that process was that this project at Ninemile was the most economically attractive and met the reliability needs of this region we refer to as a Meet South or downstream of Gypsy. And we're very proud to have selected the Shaw Group as the engineering, procurement, and construction contractor to help us develop this facility. We're looking forward to working with a fellow Louisiana-based company that is highly experienced in the construction of these types of units, and you will hear more from them today. We're very grateful that Andy Dupuy, president of the fossil division of Shaw's Shaw's Power Group, is here today to share some information about the scope about this very exciting project and what the economic impact it will bring to the region. Now, while Entergy Louisiana is the actual owner of this facility, part of the output of the facility will be sold to Entergy Gulf States, Louisiana, who will receive approximately 25% of the output, and Entergy New Orleans will also receive 20% of the output of this facility. So this benefits customers in all of those different operating companies. We're looking forward to seeking approval of this plant from the Louisiana Public Service Commission. As with any investment of this type, we are very sure to work with our regulators to ensure they approve the plant, we get full cost recovery of this. And we believe we've got a very compelling story as associated with that. One, this plant meets the highest environmental standards. It's got the flexibility to meet our load following requirements or operate around the clock as a base load resource, and really offers the most efficient and economical solution for our customers. As I mentioned, this unit will be one of the most economic of our entire fleet, and that's across the entire Entergy footprint. John Long, the Vice President of Asset Development, will speak to you shortly and give you a good overview of the plant and talk to you a little bit more about the state-of-the-art technology that we are deploying here. This investment will be supported by its efficiency, which could provide fuel savings in the neighborhood of $26 million to $53 million per year. The total cost of this plant to build is approximately $720 million. You may ask yourself, why 9 Mile? The reason this plant was proposed for this site is a number of reasons. First is we already have an existing plant. We have existing infrastructure which we're able to take advantage of, which produces economies of scale when you look at the overall project. Second, the geographic proximity of this plant to our customers in the New Orleans area is very critical to ensuring that we can provide reliable service to those customers both now and in the future. In addition, this project is expected to create numerous economic benefits in Jefferson Parish and the surrounding communities. The region will obviously benefit from increased sales tax, and the project is expected to create approximately 650 jobs at the peak of its construction, and on an ongoing basis will employ approximately 17 full-time employees. On June 21st, we made a filing at the Public Service Commission to request approval of this plant. Consistent with the portfolio transformation strategy that we've discussed, we believe that process will probably take in the neighborhood of 6 to 9 months to complete, and we're very hopeful that we receive approval from the LPSC in the first quarter of 2012. 9 Mile Station has been a great community leader and an essential electric supply for our customers for over 57 years.
Shaw is known really throughout the world as, because of our EPC experience in building power plants. It's really nice when we can come right here at home and build one in our home state and so near our home office of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, which is our headquarters. Over the past 10 years, Shaw's built 20 very similar combined cycle plants. In fact, we just completed a 500 megawatt, very, very similar plant in Nevada, and I'm proud to say it's running like a top right now. And this plant will do the same. We're also building 2 in North Carolina as we speak. Shaw's probably best locally known for its efforts in Hurricane Katrina recovery. I think you in Jefferson Parish probably recognize Shaw as a guy that came in and did all of the company that came in and did all of the temporary housing, the blue roofs. We pumped out Orleans Parish back when the city got flooded. And probably most significantly and recently, we completed our 100-year flood protection storm surge wall known as the Inner Harbor Navigational Canal Project down on the east side of the city. Our history with Entergy really goes back a long way, probably 40 years, but as a plant maintenance provider, as a fabricator, and also through our environmental services and construction. And in fact, one of Shaw's first power projects was for Entergy at Louisiana Station in Baton Rouge when we did an upgrade on their facility there. This is back, and not long after that, we had a joint venture with Entergy to do their turbine rollout program. This was back in the late 90s, so our relationship really goes a long way. I want to talk specifically about this project and the significance of the economic impact to the area. As Bill mentioned, at peak we'll have about 650 folks working on this job. and some of the quantities will install 17,000 cubic yards of concrete. We've got 900 tons of steel, 110,000 linear feet of piping systems, which we'll fabricate here in Louisiana, and about 1 million feet of cable. You know, power plants have a lot of cable. We will employ significant local labor, for you guys to know, and we anticipate working nearly 1.5 million work hours to complete. And we'll buy from a lot of local businesses.
I'm pleased to be here today to give you an overview of the new plant that we're planning for the 9 Mile Point site. My colleagues and I have been planning and developing this project for about 3 years, and we're very excited to be here today to announce the project publicly. The project will add efficient, clean, and reliable generation, and I'm going to tell you just a little bit about how it does that. You know, the 9 Mile Point site, with its 57-year history of power generation, is an excellent place to add a new unit. There's a number of advantages here, including access to river water for cooling, access to transmission lines, and access to natural gas pipelines. The new unit will be constructed on the east side of the plant at the site of the current large fuel oil tank. Now on the screen, we've been providing some computer-generated images to give you an idea of what the new project is going to look like. At the heart of the new plant, of this 550 megawatt combined cycle plant, are 2 General Electric industrial gas turbines. Each of these gas turbines burns natural gas to generate electricity directly, and each of them will generate about 164 megawatts of electricity during the summer. The exhaust from the gas turbine is directed through heat recovery steam generators, this device here, that generates steam. And the steam is converted to electricity in a steam turbine that'll be supplied by Toshiba, which is located in this housing area here. And the Toshiba steam turbine will generate about 237 megawatts. Now you might ask, why do we call this combined cycle? The generation of power in the gas turbine is called a Brayton cycle in thermodynamic terms, and the use of a steam turbine to generate electricity is called a Rankine cycle. And when you use these two in tandem, we call it a combined cycle. And the primary advantage of using combined cycle is efficiency. This power plant will approach 50% efficiency, while power plants that use only one of these cycles typically average about 35% efficiency. So there's very much an efficiency gain. This is also going to be a very clean plant. We're going to burn clean burning natural gas. The high efficiency means we burn less fuel, therefore we have less carbon dioxide emissions. And the plant's going to be fitted with the best emissions control technology available. So that means that emissions like NOx and other pollutants will be very low. So it's efficient, it's clean. Its plant's also very flexible. While the high efficiency of this plant will mean that it will run most of the time, it also has the ability to be very flexible, and it can follow load, or in times of low electricity demand, has the capability to shut down in the evening and restart the next day. So efficient, clean, flexible, and these units are proven to be reliable. Combined cycle gas turbines have been in use for decades, and they've evolved over time, and Entergy is very experienced in the operations of these units. This plant has an additional reliability characteristic in that we'll have ultra-low sulfur diesel to use as a backup fuel when natural gas is not available. In terms of schedule, this fall we intend to start doing some of the site prep work. We'll remove the large tank. During the winter, we'll begin to clear the site and add fill to the site to raise it to the same level as the existing units. And we'll need to let this settle for a while. The exact construction schedule will be dependent upon the approvals that we need, such as the certification by the Louisiana Public Service Commission. But our current expectations are that we'll begin foundation work in the summer of 2012, and major equipment deliveries and heavy construction will occur in 2013 and 2014, with the unit entering service in early 2015. Well, that's my brief overview of the project.
Yeah, a couple of things I'd just like to close with, and First and foremost, I'd like to make sure we recognize all of the employees at the Ninemile plant. I'm not sure if everybody appreciates how critical this plant is to serving the needs of Southeast Louisiana, but I can tell you you've got a top-notch crew here, and I know they're big supporters in the community, and they're always here to do what we need them to and what you need them to. And I'm very proud of that group of folks, and as well as Manny and others in the customer service organization. The second thing I'd like you to remember is that we're not just worried about today, we're thinking a lot about tomorrow. And this is part of an overall strategy that I've mentioned several times. And right now, if you look at our fleet overall, we have a very aging fleet. We've got a lot of units that we've had around for a long time. And so this is going to be the first, it's not even the first, it's a step in a progression that we will be moving through across the system to make sure that we can provide clean, safe, reliable, affordable energy. And that you'll continue to hear from us. And there's other things we're doing in that regards, because we take your comment very seriously about, especially on the affordable part. And you know, this will be one of the most efficient units that we have across the entire fleet. Lastly, I would just like to thank you for your support and let you know that at Entergy we really do care about our communities. You are vital to us, and we know you're vital. You're vital to us. We know we're vital to you to help your constituents, and so we want to work together. And so anything that we can do to help you, we'd be more than happy to do that, and we certainly appreciate your support. Anytime you deal with a project this big, things come up that need to be addressed, and it's nice to know that we have folks in the community that we can count on. So with that, I would just like to thank everybody who took the time to attend here today for your support, and appreciate the press showing up, appreciate everybody who took the time to be here, and with that, we can open it up for any questions that you may have. This will be a source of power for folks in southeastern Louisiana. It's the newest technology of combined cycle facility, which means that it will produce power very efficiently, very clean. And as I said, the location of this facility is very critical to our customers.
It's the newest and latest, greatest technology. It's clean burning. It's going to be one of the most efficient plants built in the country.
Oh, we're very excited. I mean, this is not only good for our customers in terms of our ability to provide clean, reliable, affordable energy, but it's also very good for the local community. I mean, at the peak, we expect to be employing over 650 people on this project, or actually the Shaw will be employing over 650 people for this project, and it will result in 17 permanent full-time jobs at the facility once it's completed. So it's going to be a great boost for the local economy as well.
I'm very excited. This is the first fossil-fired power plant that Entergy's built in a number of years, and it's a modern, clean, efficient, reliable plant.
This is just part of our ongoing strategy that our goal is, our mission is to provide safe, clean, reliable, affordable energy. We are thinking about the future of our customers. We are planning ahead, and that they can trust that we will continue to do that to meet their future energy needs.